Paul Heyman shared an interesting backstage tidbit about the bloodline with a top female star. The star in question, Ronda Rousey, opened up about the same in her autobiography. Sami Zayn was kicked out of Roman Reigns' faction in early 2023 during the final moments of the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. The underdog from the underground refused to attack a helpless Kevin Owens, and that left Reigns irate. Zayn then attacked the tribal chief with a steel chair. The show ended with Roman and company beating the tar out of Owens and Zayn. In her autobiography, former WWE superstar Ronda Rousey revealed that Paul Heyman told her backstage details about the Stamford-based company's plans for Zayn and the Bloodline. Heyman told Rousey that Zayn's turning against the heel stable was planned a year in advance. Ronda also mentioned in her book that WWE told her that they do not plan that far in advance. What the future has in store for Ronda Rousey remains to be seen. WWE superstar Sami Zayn on joining the Bloodline. WWE superstar Sami Zayn spoke with ESPN last year and opened up about joining forces with Roman Reigns and his cronies. Here's what the current Intercontinental Champion said: "My stuff with Knoxville had to happen to kind of be the linchpin, the launching pad for the whole thing. My whole thing was like, man, I've been humiliated, and I need to recover. I need respect, and this is how I get respect. So that's the logical direction to go to the Bloodline." H/T ESPN. Zayn went on to battle Roman Reigns in an undisputed WWE Universal Championship match at the Elimination Chamber 2023 Premium Live event. Unfortunately, Zayn failed to dethrone the tribal chief that night. The underdog from the underground then teamed up with Kevin Owens, and the duo took on the Usos in the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 39. Zayn and Owens defeated the Usos to become the new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. In the dimly lit backstage area of a sold-out arena, the air buzzed with anticipation. Wrestlers hurried past, makeup artists darted to and fro, and the unmistakable aroma of sweat and adrenaline filled the air. In the midst of this organized chaos stood Paul Heyman, the enigmatic mastermind behind some of the greatest careers in sports entertainment history. Tonight was different, though. Tonight, Heyman had gathered a select few individuals for a meeting of utmost secrecy. Among them was the top female star of the company, a fierce competitor with a gaze that could pierce through steel. She sat poised, her attention fixed on Heyman, waiting for him to unravel the mysteries he had promised to unveil. "Welcome, everyone," Heyman began, his voice commanding the room's attention. "Tonight, we embark on a journey that will redefine the landscape of sports entertainment as we know it. The Bloodline, our most dominant force, is about to undergo a transformation unlike any other." He paused for dramatic effect, letting the weight of his words sink in. The room was silent, every eye trained on Heyman as he continued. "As you know, the Bloodline has been a dominant force in this industry for years. Led by the formidable Roman Reigns, they've conquered every obstacle in their path. But greatness doesn't plateau, it evolves. And tonight, I unveil to you the next evolution of the Bloodline." With a flick of his wrist, Heyman produced a stack of documents, each one bearing intricate details and strategic plans. He passed them around the room, allowing each individual to absorb the magnitude of what lay before them. "Our first order of business," Heyman declared, "is expansion. The Bloodline will no longer be confined to the squared circle. We're venturing into new territories, new industries, and new forms of entertainment. But make no mistake, our dominance will remain unrivaled." The top female star leaned forward, her curiosity piqued. Heyman caught her gaze and offered a knowing smile before continuing. "For you, my dear, I have something special in mind," Heyman said, his voice dripping with intrigue. "You've proven yourself time and time again, but now it's time to elevate your status to the next level. You will become the face of the Bloodline's expansion into mainstream media." The room erupted into murmurs of excitement as Heyman outlined his vision. The top female star sat in stunned silence, her mind racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. "But that's not all," Heyman continued, his eyes ablaze with passion. "We're not just expanding horizontally, we're reaching for the stars. The bloodline will transcend borders, languages, and cultures. We will become a global phenomenon unlike anything the world has ever seen. As Heyman spoke, a sense of unity washed over the room. Wrestlers, managers, and executives alike found themselves swept up in the fervor of his words. This wasn't just a plan, it was a revolution. And so, my friends, Heyman concluded, his voice echoing with conviction, I invite you to join me on this journey. Together, we will write the next chapter in the storied legacy of the bloodline. Together, we will conquer the world. With that, the meeting drew to a close, but the energy in the room lingered long after Heyman had left. The top female star sat alone, clutching the documents that held her future in her hands. As she pored over the plans, a sense of determination washed over her. This wasn't just about fame or fortune. This was about legacy. And with Paul Heyman at the helm, she knew that anything was possible. The bloodline was poised to make history once again, and she was ready to lead the charge.